Hello everybody and welcome back. It's Asa the Greek, and today we're continuing the Projectedensgarden's free time events. This time, we'll be checking Ulysses. So let's see where Ulysses is hiding. Where are you hiding, brother? Where is he? What the fuck? Escape him? There we go. Okay. We'll be doing Ulysses. Last time we did Winona. Pretty solid. Let's see if Ulysses is gonna... I'm assuming Ulysses is gonna have all his supports, right? It's not gonna be like Toshiko. Let's see what Ulysses has to say. Or not. Maybe he has nothing to say. Did I fall asleep?
You think?
Yeah. Hello, Day. Huh? Darren? Nah. Darren? What the? This guy forget my name. My name is Damon. Damon Maitsu. Oh my god, the sound effects are really funny. He fell asleep again. After some trial and error, I managed to snap Ulysses back awake. And no wonder Ulysses doesn't sleep, because he sleeps in the day as well. Yes, Damon Maitsu. That was a rough intro. Alright, let's see what he likes. Does like that. He hates the goose. Postcard? No. Meet in the bow? No. You're 2K? Rapid Duck Illusion. Yeah. This is quite the interesting specimen. Just know that one day he will be in a museum. It has a sort of significance. I don't think he's gonna be in a museum, brother. Alright, let's see what Ulysses has to say now. Never mind, bro, what's happening? He does it every time I say it! He's like, oh, you said the word, time to sleep.
Where's my
did I doze off again? I thought I had a cup of coffee this morning. Maybe I should prepare another one. The lucky the kitchen in this place even has coffee. A lot of other food too. These our captors won't let us starve to death.
The struggle.
Well, the coffee here leaves a little to be desired. At least compared to what I ordered at work. That's right, he works at the museum. What was the name of it again? Something Ribbon Museum? Do we ever... Did he say the name? Did he ever say it? I'm gonna say this one.
Right. Yes.
Oh my god, I got it right. That's crazy. I didn't even know what that word is. I direct an exhibit on the Cold War there. Yeah, about that. Why a museum about a river covering war history? Why is a river? A museum about a river? When the museum opened its doors half a century ago, it was dedicated solely to the Parawomek River that ran alongside it. However, the museum's popularity allowed it to undergo several major expansions in the years following. The story of the river has soon become its own exhibit, with the rest of the museum now covering our entire country's history. I'm curious if this is supposed to be a reference to an actual museum or not. The owner of the museum kept the Parawomek River name in acknowledgement of the building's roots. That is what I tell guests who come to the museum. Yeah, he didn't yawn once when he said it. It was like muscle memory. I hear that question more often than I hear questions about the actual exhibit. How do you even direct an exhibit in your condition? It's not so hard. Once you've gone a certain amount of time without sleep, you start to forget or you're even tired. Yeah. You need to be able to think, you know. Awesome exhibit's deadline didn't allow me much time for sleep anyway. Exhibit deadline? The damn exhibit had to be completed. What do you mean? Don't you just conduct tours? Tours are one of my responsibilities. As director, I've spent as much time working behind the scenes as I have on them. That makes sense, you are the director. You have to like set up everything in the halls and stuff. Working with architects to design the exhibition's layout, cooperating with scholars and specialists to determine exactly what will be displayed throughout the exhibit.
I see.
Ah, so you've overseeing the shipping and procurement of our displays, hiring consultants, vendors, and interns to run the exhibit during opening hours, establishing an exhibit calendar when the exhibit was not yet a permanent installation, coordinating... Oh my god, he doesn't stop! Coordinating special events and school excursions. There's something else I'm forgetting. Yeah. I guess he's so used to doing all these things that he memorized them at this point. Either way, avoiding sleep meant I could dedicate more time to my duties. Though it was my mentor's guidance that ultimately helped me complete the exhibition. Okay, so we have a mentor in the play. Alright, mentor. Not just that. I think it's time to make that cup of coffee.
Where's my
Would you like a cup as well? No, I'm good. Darling nodded. Still didn't take that much of a toll on him. It's not like he had to go into the amount of detail he did. What does this say about his memory anyway? Alright, we had to make a short cut. But, you know, after a couple of days, we're continuing Ulysses stuff. So let's see. Let's recounted the details without looking at his notebook. Jeez, weird guy. I mean, when you do something daily, you will remember, you know, what you have to do, the process behind it. I don't know why Damon's so surprised by the fact that Ulysses could remember something on his own. Alright, it was a very okay support. Nothing out of like the ordinary. Is he in? Yeah, we knew that Wolfgang is playing the pachinko. Okay, yeah, Ulysses is over here with Winona. Right. Right. Alright. Let's see, Ulysses Wilhelm. You seem annoyed. I probably shouldn't talk about it. That sounds extremely suspicious, you realize? Oh, well, that's fun. So I guess he wasn't doing okay with Wolfgang already. That's why he's annoyed. He's like, Because the same night he changes rooms, right? So maybe that's what happens.
Do you think?
No, it's nothing like that. I am just wishful. Okay. Okay, so that's what it is. Hold up. Bah. Okay, so it's I'm not in the microphone. So it does seem that Wolfgang was the messy one. We cannot discover that on our own, of course. Huh? What do you mean by that? Ah, well, he never picks his clothes off the floor. He doesn't even knock before entering the bathroom. That is not good. That is what my brother does. That is not good. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Learn about Wolfgang's surprising lack of upkeep. That's why he didn't know shit when Ingrid brought him along. Really? I've been complaining too if Kai did any of that. Alright, let's see what he likes. What can we give him? We checked that he doesn't like these upper ones, right? He doesn't like the UV flashlight, so let's give him that.
I must take note.
So this is one of the items you can win from the gachapon. Let me add it to the list of my notes. Okay, so that's a different traction. But I don't think the previous one was on the liked, on the loved ones, right? Was it? I'm gonna have to check out back the video to see, because I don't think he loved the previous item. I wonder what's happened to it. To what? The luggage that I brought on the train. I'm starting to think it won't be returning to me. Yeah, that's gone.
Damn.
Right, our luggage. I mean, you kind of wanted it burned, didn't you? I doubt the kidnappers have any reason to keep it. They're probably gone to destroy everything.
Terrible.
And I packed so many library books too. I'll never be able to finish them. Won't be able to return them either. That's what you're most concerned about, losing?
Well,
I really don't like falling behind on my own challenge.
Huh?
Challenge. To read every book in my city's library. That's my challenge. I want to read every book? Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Of course. I've done it before.
Huh?
The library at my school. I read every book there was. I didn't know how else to spend my time.
Jeez.
You never got bored? You didn't go to class? Well, no, some books were a slog. But even when the story didn't interest me, or wasn't well written, or wasn't well written, I still learned something new by the end of it. I sense a long-winded spiel incoming. He's a nerd, so let him speak, I guess. I learned what I liked about the book, and what I didn't. I learned so much that I started to record my thoughts on paper, just in case I forgot them later. But while there were many things I liked, there was only one thing I loved. That wasn't anything to do with history. Okay, so that's how he learned. I guess that's why he got his whole love for history. It felt like reading a storybook, in the sense I could enter a world completely unlike our modern banal one. The difference being history was actually factual. Although when I tried talking to my peers about the subjects, no one really understood what I was saying. Nor did they really care. Yeah, I didn't either. I know it's important, but I wasn't really interested. I thought many kids would. Fortunately, studying those history books is what made me the perfect candidate for exhibit director. Even though I hadn't taken any sort of college course, my knowledge in history was enough.
I see.
That reminds me, what were you saying last time about a mentor?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, my mentor. Before the museum became what it is today, she oversaw most of its operation.
And so
She's
on
also
and
the one
so
who
on.
hired me to direct one of the museum's exhibits. Not the Cold War one, though. A smaller one about the Mediterranean War. Oh, that's us. How do you manage to condense that whole subject into a small exhibit? I didn't, actually. The exhibit was only about the unusual geological circumstances which led to the war. Oh, still pretty impressive, though. Yeah. I told my parents about it, but I think it flew over their heads. My mentor, however, she was very optimistic about my future in the museum. I'll be a little confused why someone who was my age wasn't spending time elsewhere. True. I received similar remarks myself, I guess adults don't expect much from people our age. Okay, so Damon kind of sees himself as an equal to Ulysses for the first time, because he looks down on most people. These days, she mostly appears when she wants to show me a new display that arrived. Last time it was a pink mountaineer's axe from the 14th century Japan.
I see.
What? Is that an actual thing, or
Okay.
is he referencing something? Well, since you two work at the same place, she probably reported you missing, right? Yes, she would have realized something was wrong after I never answered her calls. If an official investigation hasn't already begun because of her, it definitely will once my serious library becomes involved.
Come again?
Because he missed the return books.
Sorry you had
The
to
books
see
are
that.
overdue. The month I packed in my luggage, I wasn't supposed to have them. They were meant to be returned to the day before I went to this garden academy.
Terrible.
But I was so busy preparing for my flight that I not only forgot the date, but I actually took them with me. Which is grand for a manhunt, as far as libraries are concerned these days.
Seriously?
And I wonder why people prefer renting digital books. Imagine getting arrested for having books overdue. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
coffee?
It looks like I need another cup of coffee. I'll be going now. Okay, so I guess every time Wolfgang... Why did they call him Wolfgang? When Ulysses wants to end the conversation, he goes to drink coffee. Okay. Although his voice barely rose above a whisper, the earnestness in his departing words had been clear as day. Has really had no one to talk to, besides that old woman. I mean, we don't know if she's old, but she's probably older than him. Whew, and we're back. Okay. Let's see where he is hiding now. Map. Okay, he's not here. Oh, he's outside, right? I guess I could just walk there. I didn't need to go to the laundry. Anyway. Let's find him for the third time and see what he has to say. Oh, right, there we go. It's a dog behind him. Ulysses Wilhelm. Let's see.
I must take note
A
of this.
game tournament.
Hi.
Will you be attending? No. Video games make me motion sick. Okay. It's first time hearing that. Yeah, no, that's first time. Okay. Understandable. I only get motion sick on buses. Oh, that's worth bringing up. Yeah, I sometimes get motion sickness on buses.
Anyway.
Irrelevant. Only when I'm reading, though.
According
Yes,
to my notes.
what you're describing is common. When a person is inside a moving vehicle, their senses can decide if they are moving or stationary. So if they try to focus on something, like text or a screen, on a screen or a hologram, It is exacerbated projection happening inside the brain. They become nauseous.
Yes.
Sternly advised to avoid focusing on things which are inside the vehicle. That's what I do. I just lock in the the window. I'm just looking outside. Unfortunately, that's not an option for me. I have to resume my commute to work, otherwise I'll fall asleep. This commute better be a bus. Bro just falls asleep. I found myself having a conversation with Louis about motion sickness. Anyway, not the best topic to talk about. Though surprisingly not boring. Okay, well, the first person that... well, I guess he liked Ava too. Would you like to give Liz a gift? Yes. Let's see. The cryptex should be his favorite, I would assume. Let's see.
I must take note of this.
Or not. Maybe the first one was his favorite. And I misread.
Excuse me.
If it's not too much to ask, could we go to the dining hall? Feeling hungry? Nothing like that. I'd just like to look at the paintings. Oh, sure. We're moving around in the free time events. Ulysses and I made our way over to the dining hall. Okay. Humming aloud to himself, Ulysses walked over to the paintings on the left wall. He looked it up and down, and only ever pausing to scribble something on his notebook. Interesting. What is it? This is a recreation of a painting excavated in Spain some 60 years ago. Apparently, the original dates back to the 19th century.
Eh?
Do you recognize all of these paintings?
Yes.
So long as I take a close enough look, then yes. However decorated this building is well versed in the European artists. There even a Goldino painting displayed in the dorm hallways. Goldino?
According to my
Aguilotto
notes...
Goldino, an Italian artist from the early 16th century. His clientele were mostly high-profile figures, and his paintings were usually portraits or scenes from ancient mythos. Ironically, the subject of his best-known painting is neither part of nobility or mythos, but a young, unknown man holding a book of poetry.
And so on and so
Oh, is it the one where he was sitting in front? Probably. And a recreation of it is displayed in the hallways outside. Oh. Oh, I don't remember which one that is. The rabbit painting. The owl painting. I'm gonna guess the owl painting? I don't know. Are you thinking about the painting with the owl mask?
Excuse me.
Okay, never mind. I can tell you about the artist behind it, though, if you'd like. I'll pass. If it's not the owl painting he's talking about, then it must be the rabbit painting?
Right.
He's talking about the painting besides the janitor closet, right? The one with a man wearing a rabbit mask? Precisely. I'm curious why the paintings here are all of European origin. Pick any of them, pick any from this particular room, and the name of its creator won't be known. Only those who managed to flee Europe like Goldino can have a name put to their work. It made sense for a killing game, nothing said tragedy like paintings from a war-torn past. They've explained the rest of the architecture too. I always thought the European styling was an aesthetic choice, but with the context in mind. Actually, Goldino's story was rather unique. I don't know if this is an actual artist, or if they changed his name. I'm not sure, to be honest. Despite having lost contact with his commissioners, he vowed to complete what he had been tasked. For the paintings he managed to bring with him, he completed it within a span of a few days. For the paintings that he had not been started, he started here. And for the paintings that had been left behind in Italy, he spent the rest of his life recreating. This guy really did have a good memory when it came to historical facts.
And so on and so on.
Interesting. Goldino once said that his recreations would never capture the heart of his originals, which were forever lost to time. But he was still grateful to have a reminder of them. For him, true peace of mind meant living amongst memories of the past. Yeah, this is not really working for me, buddy.
My thoughts.
I feel similarly about my work and my books. Library books? The books I've collected, actually.
Huh?
It's
Yes.
become a hobby of mine, collecting real books, that is, not the digital kind. Ah.
There
How does
must
it
be
work?
something.
The only physical ones I've seen were kept in libraries or museums. So we're in a very futuristic setting then, if he hasn't seen a physical book before. Well, in addition to my dorm, but those books were only props. You can still find them. They're usually special auctions or garage sales. So what is the year for this? I am so lost. So we're in the future then. A lot in the future, clearly. If books is a thing of the past. You can only find books at special auctions and garage sales? What? That's crazy. Okay, so well, Ulysses Free Time Event gives us the info we needed. We are not in present day in time, we're in the future. Which may be hard things to come by, but I can make the transition to digital. A physical book is tangible, and it ages with you, even if it's less convenient to have. It feels more like a friend.
I see.
Not like you're a nostalgic person?
Much
Yes, I think that's a
appreciated.
nice way to put it. Well, I don't know about that. It's okay to be a little nostalgic for something, sure. But this guy was actually trying to live in the past. You know what you do when the past becomes unattainable? And the way he talks about the books like there are people, the only people in his life, in fact. I understand why he feels that way, but it still sounds like a pretty lonely way to live. Yeah, it is lonely, but I guess he's happy with it. Like, he seems generally happy, so like, let him live his life. Surprised he didn't have anything to say about it, though. Like, to his face, you know, because Ulysses would be that. Not Ulysses, Damon would be like, oh yeah, Ulysses. You are a lonely fuck. I could see him saying that. Alright. You know what, that improved the previous one, because before that I was like, I'm not really feeling the supports of Ulysses. But, it's doing better. Alright, let's find him. One last support. One last game. Alright. Ulysses Wilhelm. Let's see. A 4-digit combination. What could it be? Ulysses was standing by the pharmacy door.
Huh?
Are you trying to figure out the password? Yes, I'm recording every 4-digit combination I can think of. My bad. Perhaps one will be the passcode. Sounds like an exercise in misery. It's true my chances of happening across the passcodes are low. There are probably thousands of potential combinations. Even so, I've written over 7 pages of combinations already, and I've yet to test any of them. Might as well spend my time doing something productive. Okay, so, alright. I mean, at this point, the combination would be different, right? Or I guess not. Because, but then, if you open it, we'll be able to get it. Since Ava already has gotten the password. And the perk, I mean. Ulysses and I spent about an hour testing the combinations he had written down. An hour on the lock. That's crazy. Yeah, the struggle indeed. It still hasn't opened.
Fair.
Of course. Damn it. Why did I even bother? I know, right? You could be spending time with Ava. Come on, Damon. This is our last night on this world. Alright, he probably likes the chess set, yeah. Does he love it, though? No, he just likes it. The music went away. Ulysses was looking pretty depressed.
Sorry you had
I'm
to see
sorry.
that.
Previous conversation was just on my mind.
Huh?
About the books? Yes, about the books.
I see.
You know, I never expected that of you. Huh? Being so hung up over the past, I mean. Things back then weren't so great either. You direct a war exhibit, shouldn't you know about that better than anyone else?
Well,
Of course I know that. There's never been a day in history where things were truly peaceful. However, there's no uncertainty about the past. I like the future. Oh. You know, that's a good way to look at it. The past is, you know how the past is. You know, it's this, it's set in stone. So even if it's not great, at least you know what to expect. Well, the future is uncertain fully, like, you don't know what's happening. You could be like, oh, you know, it's a perfect peaceful day, the next day you think, you know, the world ends or something.
No.
The future in regard to the killing game?
Yes.
Well, yes, but also in general. You see, this may sound dramatic, but from my point of view, I think our world is in the cusp of a crisis.
That's...
Crisis. Throughout history, humanity's tribulations are often the same issues resurfacing in different ways. Yep, history repeats itself. I think the combination of unprecedented technological advancements point to inevitable conflict with technology, similar to the Y2K crisis from the turn of the century.
Come
Meaning?
again.
And that's why he hates the
According
glasses.
to my notes.
In layman's... in... Iamans? terms. If that's a name, this could be a capital L, right? Everything turning digital. Not like your books. Yes, but more than just that. If there was ever a worldwide power outage or data breach, we would have no money, no means of communication. People would be isolated much the same way we are in this killing game.
No.
Are you trying to imply something? Yep.
I don't.
I remember there was this show. I think it was called Revolution, where it was like, okay, electricity was gone and everything was just... The cities were this jungle. Now, like, all like, the vegetation and everything, and cars weren't moving and anything, like... And it required power to work, wasn't working. It was like, okay, I have to survive in that universe. It was an interesting show, but I don't think it played for that long in the TV here. I think that people weren't watching it and they just stopped airing it. I don't know what happened, if it got cancelled or not in general, but I got reminded of that now. It's possible that Killing Game is meant to serve as some sort of experiment or commentary, but I'm going off nothing but my own speculation. I see. Too much speculation without evidence can send you running in circles, though. Yes, that's true. I guess I just don't know what else to think. It's hard to think of happy things when you're alone, especially when in a place like this. Why don't we just talk about something else then? Something not doom and gloom. I see. Like, how are you doing with Winona in that room? Like, I heard Grace and Wolfgang last night. What about you two guys? You know, like, what were you doing all night? I know you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
I think I know what to talk about. Yeah?
Okay.
What is it? Ulysses. Would you like some coffee? I'm not sure I can say it yet. What? Then why bring it up? Just give me some time to prepare myself. I'll be able to tell you. Using his notebook to hide his face, Ulysses hurried out of the room. What the heck? You won't even afford me the courtesy of a straight answer? I'll just let him prepare himself for whatever he said. Who knows? Maybe this will give me something new to mull over. Okay, alright, so this is building up for something else. You know what? I like Ulysses supports. At first I was like, I'm not feeling them. But honestly, you know, it was pretty solid. It's in the same tier as Ava, I think. Like a 7. So far it's so far for me is Eloise was the best one for me so far. Then Desmond was second. Ava and Ulysses third. Winona fourth. And then Tochko is last at 5th. But yeah, I guess let me go quickly so I can save the game as well. That would be all for today. I guess we got some ideas behind Ulysses' mindset. But yeah, I guess that will be all. Looking forward to seeing the next ones shortly. And I don't know if I'm gonna be posting this right away, or I guess I don't know if this will be accurate by the time I post this. But I'm tempted to start posting at least like maybe because I'm trying to find a way, find a schedule on when I post, right? And I've been like at first I was like posting every other day, which is what I'm doing at the moment as well. During the Christmas and stuff, I was posting like daily, like 1 to 2 episodes. But that was because I wanted to catch up on Eden's Garden and stuff. I didn't want to get spoiled, so I wanted to just play everything, and then I wanted to have it all out before the new year, right? But now I'm like, okay, well, I have a lot of episodes still for the spare time, and I have a lot of free time events before I can even sit down and post my theories, which I'm sure most people that have subscribed are looking forward to the theories and not the actual playthrough, I feel like, judging from the views. So I'm thinking of maybe either posting, like, I guess, on the weekdays, maybe posting 1 video per day from Monday to Friday, and then just have nothing on the weekend, like Saturday and Sunday. By the time you're seeing this, I might have already changed the schedule. Who knows? Maybe you'll be seeing the new one with just 5 videos per week. Because I was like, okay, hold on. If I post every other day, that means I'm posting 3 videos a week. And it changes from like 1 week, it's going to have 2 to spare time and 1 Eden's Garden. And then the other's going to have 2 Eden's Garden and 1 spare time. So I'll be posting like... So by the time I finished all the free time events, because it's 15 characters, It's gonna be a lot of weeks. 5 weeks. That's almost a month. So I'm like, maybe people won't be too interested in all that part right away. Or just, you know, get them done. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But until the next video, do take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.